Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, November 12th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Hey, if you are concerned about eviction or are facing eviction, listen up. Action Annapolis and Delegate Shanika Henson are sponsoring a virtual town hall on Tuesday, November 17th from 6 to 7:30 p.m., and they're calling it Navigating the Eviction Process, What Our Community Needs to Know. The town hall is going to feature rental assistance resources, a primer on the eviction court procedure, as well as a preview of the legislation that Delegate Henson is introducing that will impact rental housing and evictions. To register for this, it is free. You want to go to eyeonannapolis.net. There is a link in the article for it to register. Once you register, they will send you the links for the actual town halls. Not quite sure why they're being so secretive about it, but it's their sandbox. They can figure out how to do it. Again, go to eyeonannapolis.net, look for the eviction post, and click on the link to register for that. If you are facing eviction or you're concerned about it, this is definitely something you don't want to miss. Something else that you're not going to want to miss. The Anne Arundel County Health Department is offering 2 free drive-through flu shot clinics in the next couple weeks. Appointments are required, but they are free. The first one is going to be Saturday, November 14th at the Bay Meadow parking lot up in Glen Burnie. That's at 6701 Bay Meadow Drive. And the next one is the following Saturday, November 21st at the Department of Health parking lot at 1 Harry Truman Parkway, right here in Annapolis. This is the critical year to get a flu shot with COVID still running rampant without a vaccine. If you are looking to get a COVID test, they've got a couple walk-ups that are coming up on Monday from 9:30 to 11:30 at the Michael E. Bush Library on West Street in Annapolis, and also on Wednesday from 1 to 3 at the Robinwood Community Center in the Robinwood community off of Forest Drive in Annapolis. And you do want to check back on Eye on Annapolis a little bit later on today. County Executive Pittman is expected to announce restrictions above and beyond the state recommendations at 9:30 this morning. And not to be outdone, Governor Hogan is planning another announcement at 4 p.m. today. So you want to make sure you stay tuned to that. And one more thing.
Just wear the damn masks.
Navy is not alone. The University of Maryland now is pausing all football team-related activities due to the number of COVID-19 cases within the Terps program. Their game against Ohio State, scheduled for the 14th, has been canceled and will not be rescheduled. That's a huge game. And the report says that in the last 7 days, 8 football players on the team have all tested positive for the virus. If you're curious as to how games get canceled and what goes into that, check out the Capitol. Bill Wagner had a great column about how in this case, the American Athletic Conference decides on how to cancel and postpone games. It's really kind of a deep dive look into how COVID interacts with the whole conference and the schools and everything else. It's really very interesting and fascinating, and he does have some inside scoop on the number of COVID cases affecting Navy football. All right, and to close it out today, we have 2 feel-good stories. The first one is that the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park is now launching a full-time child care program called School in Nature. School in Nature is going to be held at their park campus, which is at the Ellen Moyer Nature Park on Edgewood Road, and they're currently accepting registrations. The goal is to get the kids off the screens and into nature, and it is available to K through 5th grade students Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and it is designed to serve as a support for students as they work with their virtual learning curriculum. They did recently receive their Maryland State Department of Education Office of Child Care license, so that's a good thing. You can find out more information on that at amaritime.org. That's the letter A, maritime.org. Congratulations to the Annapolis Maritime Museum. And yesterday over at Heroes, we kicked off for the 7th year of the annual Who's Your Hero promotion with Budweiser and the Military Bowl. Again, the Military Bowl is going to be played on December 28th with a kickoff at 2:30 p.m. We don't know a whole lot more about that, whether there's going to be a parade, whether there's going to be fans allowed to attend, whether there'll be a tailgate or anything like that. So you want to stay tuned because we will have that information shortly. But Who's Your Hero is all about heroes in your life. Some of them may wear combat boots. Some of them may wear stethoscopes. Some of them may be holding a piece of chalk I guess they don't do chalk anymore in the classrooms, but you get the idea. Heroes in your life. It could be your parent, it could be your teacher, it could be your doctor, it could be a soldier. Budweiser, Katz Brothers, and the Military Bowl all want to know about it. You can go to militarybowl.org/budheroes and enter it in there. You can also do it from your couch. There will be a QR code floating around that you can just scan on your phone and enter it really quickly. And if you're venturing out, you will be able to do it in some of the local watering holes. In years past, the winners and their heroes rode in a float in the parade, got some time on the field, some good seats, tickets to the games, etc. This year, it's going to be a little bit different. There will be 2 prizes awarded. One will be a ultimate tailgate package where you can actually tailgate in your driveway, and the other one will be a restaurant tailgate package for you and 5 of your friends to be able to watch the Military Bowl in a bar of your choice with a great Budweiser tailgate table experience. Again, you want to go to militarybowl.org/budheroes. And speaking of Bud, fill the Budweiser truck. Katz Brothers and Budweiser are collecting food for those in need, and this truck is going to be at Fish Paws this Friday, the 13th. It will also be at Maryland Hall on next Friday, November 20th, and then finally November 23rd at Bella's Liquors in Cape St. Clair. So if you have a spare can of green beans or a spare can of something or other, bring it on out, help them fill the Bud truck, and help out our community. We just got done recording one of our monthly podcasts with Katz Brothers, and we talked a little bit about this. So for more information on this, you want to make sure you check out that podcast. That's going to be dropping on Friday morning. All right, that does wrap it up for us this morning. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day for updates to these stories and more. We are going to have updates to what County Executive Pittman wants to do, as well as Governor Hogan. If you're someplace you can leave us a rating or a review, please do that. And make sure all your friends, family, and colleagues know how to get all the daily news brief and how to subscribe. It is Thursday, so we do have Trevor standing by with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. And as we have every day, George Young is standing by with your local DCMDVA weather forecast. All of that's coming up after this quick message from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, November 12th. Yesterday played out pretty much as expected with continued warm temps and tons of clouds and a fair amount of rain, though it did come in a bit earlier than we expected, which might have caused John to get slightly wet on a morning bike ride that I told him should almost definitely be pretty much dry the whole way. And while today will be similar with more rain expected and some flooding possible as amounts start to pile up, especially after sizable rains overnight, temps will be cooler behind a cold front moving through from the west, with highs likely in the low to mid-60s. From there, skies will dry Friday with temps in the upper 50s to mid-60s before sunshine and 55 to 60 Saturday for highs, which will likely be the nicest part of the weekend as clouds and more showers could return Sunday with another front. As for next week, colder air will move in behind that second front on Sunday, with highs then only in the 50s by Monday or Tuesday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day at DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Life is a series of moves, from new beginnings to new opportunities to a new place to call home. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt, and as your goals and dreams change, my team and I will be there with you and for you, making buying or selling a home an easy, safe process. Whether you are looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, you can trust the Kristi Neidhardt Team with our years of expertise to find exactly what you are looking for.
That's another Moving Minute from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. On Saturday, check out Wildberry Farms out near Gambrills for their Wildberry Second Saturday Vendor Market, with local vendors, makers, and small business owners selling fun items that can make great gifts. Down at London Town Gardens in Edgewater, their Colonial Cocktails series continues. This time on Saturday, it's rum rousel and mulled wine. Learn how to make and enjoy two colonial-era cocktails, rum rousel, which is a sweet milk punch, as well as the holiday classic mulled wine. Also at London Town on Wednesday, check out Learning at London Town, Game On. Kids can learn about games and sports children played in colonial times. Also be sure to check out their online auction to benefit London Town. Bidding ends tomorrow. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight, check out their beginner photography class for ages 12 through 15, run by Allison Harbaugh from Sugar Farm Productions, as well as the Fearless Girls photography camps, and Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist Josh McCarrow. On Saturday, Art Farm has an outdoor mini art camp for ages 7 through 10. Give yourself a break and drop the kids off for this 3-hour fall mini art camp for kids. On Sunday, check out their circular weaving workshop outdoors. Learn how to set up a circular loom, 3 or 4 basic weave patterns, and how to plan projects and more. On Monday, there's a found object sculpture workshop for ages 10 through 15. On Tuesday, there's a beat-making class for teens, where they can learn how to use the Native Instruments machine to make beats, as well as learn how to find, chop, and loop samples. Also on Tuesday, check out their virtual botanical drawing class with Anita Hagen. Learn how to draw flowers and plants using colored pencils and pens. And finally, check out Art Farm's Mixed Media Art Camp for ages 7 through 9 next Wednesday, where they'll be creating their own little city and ecosystem using mixed media to create texture, patterns, and colors. At the Clay Bakers in Annapolis, Sunday is sold out, but Wednesday and Thursday next week, check out their old-fashioned glazed Christmas tree workshops. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, in addition to their regular Facebook Live story times, tonight check out November's Garden Roundtable, discussing effective and sustainable horticulture practices, gardening tips and tricks, and how to be a humane gardener. Also tonight, check out Navajo Code Talkers. Learn how the Navajo Code Talkers use their language to help protect U.S. Marine Corps radio messages during World War II. Tomorrow, the Great Movies discussion for Veterans Day will be doing The Best Years of Our Lives from 1946, one of the first films to seriously examine the difficulties of veterans returning home after World War II, and it can be watched through the library's Access to Canopy with a K. On Saturday, check out Music and Movement, sing, chant, and play instruments, and dance, while exploring sounds, rhythms, and patterns. Also on Saturday, check out a Bake-Along French pastry class. This time they're doing tarte tatin. Bake a true French classic during this fun virtual experience. Tarte tatin is an upside-down cake that you flip at the end. Learn how to make an easy version or a puff pastry version, and go over the basics of making caramel. On Tuesday at the library, check out Enter the Library e-learning resources, as well as the virtual anime and manga club. Also check out a bunch of their other great virtual programs, such as the Conflict Resolution Workshops, Adult Book Club, Laughter Yoga, Young Adult Writers Live, South County Senior Book Club, Kids Writers Live, Scams What You Need to Know, Celebrating Holidays Safely and Creatively for 2020, The Groundwater Approach, Building a Practical Understanding of Structural Racism, Read and Share with the Odenton Library, and the Brown Lecture Series with The Sun Does Shine, How I Found Life and Freedom on Death Row. At Unallocated Space in Severn, they're having another virtual happy hour tonight, as well as on Wednesday night, since next Thursday is booked up for them. Monday is Project Night, following proper social distancing and mask guidelines. Join Unallocated for their Project Night in shop. And on Tuesday, check out an online beginner soldering class. They'll be making the Spark Fun Weevil Eye project. And be aware that there'll be a repeat next Thursday as well, in case you miss it Tuesday. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday, check out our monthly CAD, CAM, and CNC with Fusion 360 design workshop online with Russ. You can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org, and feel free to drop me a line at trevor@makeannapolis.org as well. And remember, whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.